everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Squaring off today, we have two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Bengals going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 63 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Lee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. In the red zone this time. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Time to feature the offensive starters and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
Defense likely bringing pressure here. Third and goal from the 2. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Bengals a first down.
Here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for someone to throw to. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll look to throw again. And, oh, what a catch. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball to the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marquise Lee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins head on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Okay, time now to meet the starters defensively for the Miami Dolphins.
And let's start with Xavier Howard, a cornerback out of Baylor. He's one of the top 50 players on my board coming out of the draft in 2016, and I don't think he's going to disappoint. Long, lean, has excellent ball skills. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They go play action here on first down. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They send Green to the left on his own. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Lee. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a catch made by Leonte Carew. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember.
And from the 3rd, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner. Get him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he has Carew. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 3 yards to go on 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got time. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down, 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Parker, left side. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And Frank's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Shift together here from the D-line. They send Green to the left on his own. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And he knocks it through. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. 2nd down following the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 4th down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And Green with a catch left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And quickly they get to the line. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive. Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And here we go on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 3. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Finding time. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And they'll go on the ground. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 20. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
They'll set up a throw, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.